questions about the differences between the regular sherry cask series and the Fine Oak series. The Fine Oak series was released in 2004 and was a big departure for the Macallan, who always, up until that point, had aged in sherry casks exclusively. They released this and they had a huge backlash of Macallan drinkers saying that, you know, you're ruining the brand, and how dare you change something that has been worked so well for so long. And what Macallan told the drinkers, so we're not changing anything. You know, we're still making the sherry cask, the 12, the 18 that you know and love. But this is just we're doing something different to attract new drinkers. And surprising to almost everyone except Macallan, it was a huge success, and they have sort of taken it and run with this idea. What's amazing to me is that, you know, you look at these brands, the 10-year, the 15-year, the 21-year more specifically, is that they had the vision and foresight to set these bourbon casks aside that normally they would just use for blending, you know, 25, 30 years ago, and now they're coming out and balling them as its own series. So anyway, with the tasting of the Fine Oak, what you're going to be looking for, as opposed to what you get with the sherry cask Macallan and the famous grouse, which we started with, you get that sort of Christmas cake, a little bit of clove, and that really sort of warm spice. With the Fine Oak series, you don't get any of that. It's much more vanilla, butterscotch, a nice citrus edge, a burnt orange almost. If any of you are Macallan drinkers, especially the sherry cask, the Macallan 12, you know this is just leaps and bounds different from what you would traditionally think of as Macallan. So yeah, drink away. Tell me if everyone getting this, the butterscotch and sort of citrus underneath? Yeah. Yeah. Does anyone have any questions? They want to know about this particular whiskey?
Did they go to an oak barrel because they felt people weren't going after that market?
No, not at all. Macallan is is the number 3 selling whiskey in the UK, behind, I would assume, I'm not exactly sure who number 1 would be, either Glenmorangie or Glenfiddich, I would think, and the number 5 selling whiskey in the entire world. So it wasn't that the sherry casking wasn't working, it was just that they wanted to offer something different. You know, you see these lighter styles like Glenmorangie, which are, you know, is selling wildly well all throughout the world, and Macallan sort of has this had a reputation as, you know, as an older gentleman's whiskey, with, you know, it's a little bit heavier and a little bit more complex. This is a lot lighter. It's a lot more approachable for new whiskey drinkers. So you know, somebody who starts off drinking blends, like the famous grouse, this isn't that much of a departure. You really get sort of it's much easier for somebody to start drinking this whiskey than it is for somebody to start drinking the Macallan 12, for example.